Hey, it's 28mm RPG. And a few of you guys know me as Rick. So, um, so some of these games that I play, these PC games like Star Citizen, um, it's good to play stuff like that so you can see a a world in action. So you can, if you wanted to, you can emulate a lot of parts of it in your Traveler game. So, and that's why I gravitate to a lot of the sci-fi stuff. I see how they do things in the game itself, and there's some things that I'll grab from it, cannibalize and stuff like that. So, and maybe in the future somebody would want to play a Star Citizen Traveler game. So, I mean, the quantum drive is an interesting idea. You'd probably emulate that um, in Traveler as well if you decided to. I know they have a gate system that they're going to introduce here for their jumping from one system to another, and maybe that's going to change later on. They're going to have actual jump drives on some of their ships, so who knows about that. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So I'm jumping back into I'm into Star Citizen again here. See where we're at here. I believe I'm inside my ship. There we go. We're getting up. Yeah, we're gonna see what's happening here. Where are we here? Now this is a very very tenuous time to get back onto your ship here before anything weird happens, because you never know. You gotta turn on your ship and get everything going, and see where you're at. So what are we gonna do here? Where are we? Calmaray. Oh, okay, we're here again. We are too close. So let's go ahead and land on this place. So it looks like we don't have the cruise on, so there we go. Get that cruise going. I know it's a really weird thing. The cruise, you have to turn that on. I guess you could emulate that in your Traveler game too if you really wanted to. And this pulse thing. Whoop. Let's not go too. Let's go VTOL. There we go. Even ourselves out. Okay. Where is wow, where are we here? Okay. It's just so dark on here. I think we just saved our nuts here. Wow. It would have been harsh if we would have hit the planet. There we go. Let's turn ourselves around. Yeah, it's quite dark. Let's get the gear going here. And now we gotta figure out where is Bud's grower here. Hey, we were getting pretty close. Is it straight down here? Let's get some lights on. I've had situations where I don't know, maybe the internet gets choppy in some instances, and you don't see what's happening. Okay. I do have my landing gear down, so let's see how things go here. I take this approach a little slow here, because I mean, when you're pointing straight down like this, it's almost impossible to. There we go. Let's get our nose up a little bit here so we're even. And then we do the old glide to the ground here. Do 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 do. Collision alert, eh? Collision alert. All right, let's turn things off and get ourselves out of here. I know this is really weird. Since we're already here at Bud's, we'll see if we can go ahead and access the. Oh God, it's so dark in here. Okay, let's access the. There we go. The bug is gone. Let's go ahead and throw some of this stuff into our vehicle's inventory while we can. Every bit of loot is worth it. Let's go ammo. Yeah, lots of ammo here. Now this is why I go ahead and change the filter on here, so that let's go to just undersuits. Because you fill that up, and instead of putting the items into your vehicle, you start exchanging items from, because you might overlap. Clothing, other weapons. Yeah, lots of weapons here. May as well take those. And then we're going to grab some more weapons here. Any utility? Nothing that I can use right now. And you need a utility gun to use one of these. So that's a thing I got to find in here. Because I didn't grab one at New Babbage. Mainly because the inventory there was bugged. So could not do that. Let's go into our server room. Our dark server room. Come on, turn on. Thank you. Eventually, they're going to fix these lights and eventually fix the way that you open and close doors here, because you can actually make these doors permanently open, but you have to turn off the sensors. But for some reason, the sensor thing isn't working on it right now. Just double check to see whether or not you have a helmet on, because this is, as Shauner says, this is hard fantasy. I mean, hard science fiction. You gotta be wearing your helmet. Okay. Let's see. It's kind of a mild. Mild temperate out here. Let's go. Yeah, we managed to be a little bit off target on this. We can jump our way over here. Go want to see what's happening as in this point of view. There we go. And as we're going, yeah, you're seeing the storm start popping up here. So let's get in there quick. All right, let's open. Okay, nice. Open. There. So, yeah, here we got some more of these. So let's loot them. Throw it into the local inventory. Now this is what saves you is because this is your own local inventory. You don't share it with anybody else. So all of this goes into your own private local inventory attached to this little outpost. So you can do this and keep on loading stuff into this local inventory. Eventually later on in a couple days or whatever, if there isn't a big server change and they wipe it, you can come back to this spot and grab all your items here that you have stored away. So, wow, there doesn't seem to be much for like, I don't see any red boxes. This is usually a pretty good spot for them. Let's see, was I in here? Yeah, that's where it came from. Let's make sure this went in here. Just double check. Yeah, there's nothing here. Let's go to the very end here. Please be at least one red box. And it's just the that wasn't the one that I used. No, it's a totally new one. So 2 medical boxes. Grab those. You know, I certainly would like a utility unit, utility gun. It's kind of a neat tool that you can exchange out heads. You got this head here, which is for medical lifeguard attachment, and then you have one that is a tractor beam, and you have one for mining, so you can do hand mining, and yeah, they're all different. Cool tool to have on you. But like I said, I didn't get a chance to pick one up. All right. Well, let's get off this rock. Before we go out there, let's see if we can pick up any missions. You know, eventually we are going to be able to complete a mission. I've done it. I've completed quite a few of these delivery, but not enough to get me enough reputation to go to the higher deliveries. So let's see, Shubin. Where do I need to pick up? Oh, okay. Let's accept this one. Since we're here already, we got to pick up all the packages. Whoop. Keep on going. Don't hit the escape button. It's a bad thing. Okay, we'll grab that. It's cool that it automatically generates all my boxes in here when you select a contract like that. The nice thing about having let's go this way. The tractor beam is you can move boxes around a little bit faster. Okay, it feels safe out here. It's not stormy like it looked like. Whew. Weather's a little weird. It's like you could have a storm out and then you go inside and you come out and it's gone. And but sometimes it's very consistent. It all depends. It's almost faster to jump all the way over here. Big slabs of rock. At least we got a mission that we can do while we're here, right in the same spot. That's pretty cool. Now the reason why I close the door all the time is just in case somebody lands. They can steal your ship. And you don't want your ship stolen. That's a hassle. You end up having to log out, and then you gotta log back in and start New Babbage or wherever. Not in the ideal location that you want to be at. But there again, now it would save me a little time on opening and closing that stupid door all the time. But you're going to see panic on my face if I got to start running towards my ship as somebody else is landing close to it. You won't like actually lose your ship. It's, you know, I mean, you'll lose it for the time that you're logged on. You have to log off and then reintegrate a new one through your insurance claim. Right now, insurance claims are not implemented like they say on the website. So if you have 6 months insurance, you're fine. You don't have to. Do we get? Is this another loot, or is this the one that I already looted? Okay, this is the one I already looted. Okay. So yeah, the insurance thing is just isn't actually happening right now, so you're good. I can't pick up this package. It's so annoying when that happens. So where's the other package? The other one here. There we go. Grab that one. You know, that's the thing, you know, you gotta press buttons and do this and do that, and it's not like, you know, you can just look at something and it happens, like a lot of games. This one you have to, like, actually put some movement into what you do. I'm hearing the wind pick up. There we go. So I know this isn't exactly the most exciting video footage. Wandering around in near darkness with rain drizzling off of your why did I fall down? Drizzling off of your helmet. Okay, open. I mean, it's like watching somebody deliver mail. But I tell you, when you finally get an actual, like you get a full delivery done, it's like an epic achievement. But I do this not because just to do the delivery. I'm doing this just to get all the loot boxes too. And then with enough weapons and stuff like that to get you going, started, you can start doing the mercenary missions, the ones where you go to it's like a little outpost, and then you have to help eliminate the opponents. So you have a tracker saying that there's like 10 opponents left. In the meantime, the AI is shooting each other, so they are helping. You can technically just sit back for about a half hour as they kill each other, and then when they're done killing each other, then you can go ahead and go move in and and pick up all the pieces, the bodies, loot all the bodies, bring them back into your ship, collect up all the loot, throw it into your ship's inventory, and away you go. All right, let's go. This is the last one. This is like a game watching paint dry sometimes. I'm enjoying, what it is. Although it kind of feels, well, when you're getting older, you just don't want to waste time as much because your time is limited. You only got so much time left. And I've used up over 50% of my time already, so who knows how long I have to live. I mean, you get into a car accident like I did just a few days ago, and it's like, wow. Yeah, you realize, you could have died in that or whatever. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I wasn't traveling fast at all, and neither was the other guy. We both came from a stop, and he actually pulled ahead of me, and because we were side by side, pulled ahead of me and went into my lane, and then I just, because I was going kind of off skirts from the road he was traveling, I went into the other lane, and he didn't realize I was there, and then he seen two people in front of himself and wanted to change lanes again. So it's kind of like but when he changed lanes, he changed them right into me. Didn't even see me. It's crazy. We were only traveling like maybe 50 kilometers an hour, maybe. Because the light had just changed from red to green up ahead, and so I went ahead and hit the accelerator, and that's when he hit me. I was just like, holy! I didn't even have a chance to veer out of the way. That was pretty crazy. He turned right into my lane. Alright, what was I doing here? Oh, inventory. So we got to throw all the rest of this stuff. All the rest of this junk in here. There we go. Because, you can sell this stuff. Get a few bucks. This stuff ain't cheap to buy, I tell ya. The one thing I wish it would do is stack. All these meds. These are meds for, like, some of them are for putting oxygen back into your body, stuff like that. Oh, this is something for paralysis. That's really weird. So there's different things that affect you in this game. So if you end up with a lack of oxygen, you just put one of those pens to yourself, and away you go. You're sort of cured for a bit. Doesn't last very long, though. It's enough to get you through. I know you can get like a sexy voice as well. You gotta buy it, though. It's kind of funny. If you want the sexy voice, you gotta pay for it. This is a pretty easy moon to get off of. It's very low gravity. So we are already out of orbit and ready to go. So are all the packages over here? So let's find out. Let's take a look at our situation here. Accepted. We'll go to the accepted contracts and Cleo, and Calliope. So there's 2 on one moon and 1 on the other. Okay, let's see if we can do this before we run out of Calliope. Before we run out of time and end up getting booted from a server or whatever it does. Or error out. You always have to wait for it to come back online. Hold it in the center. As it spools, it's ready. You hear it. And here we go, traversing the nape of the earth. Or nape of the moon. At least we have daylight here. That's, at least you get to see something. Now these mining facilities usually have about 3 buildings that you can go through if you feel the urge to do so. There we go. Blasting our way in. Doesn't take long to get to the surface of these moons, not like a planet. Let's crank her up a little bit here. At least it tells you when the landing gear is down, Sometimes you have to hit it a couple of times for it to kind of clue in that you hit the landing gear. Now these, some of these places have landing pads, so we'll land on one of those. There's a landing pad right there. Let's actually go for this landing pad right over here. Now, this is nice about having that window down below where my legs are. You can kind of see how you're going to land. And so we have the landing gear. Oh, I ended up hitting the lower myself, and boom. Well, what do you know? You gotta love that. The big red letters. Well, like I said, you want the truth about this game. And I haven't played in between this. You've seen me start where I finished, where I logged off, and yeah, it's still pretty buggy. I mean, what do? You just hope that they eventually, kill off all the bugs, and but I think there's a lot of people out there looking at these videos out there, by there's some guys out there like Ollie and um, which a high level gamer or something like that, um, or level headed game or some sort of there's a lot of them out there. And you watch their videos, and it's all, oh, this is so nice, and it just runs smooth, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't think so. I think you guys have a protected server or something, or you're in league with the Cloud Imperium somehow, and they're giving you your exclusive good server to go on or something like that. Who knows? If you are getting none of these problems like that, then and you're and but I bet you're just putting together these videos and gluing them together, cutting out all these bits where the bugs hit, because you want to have those other people use your code, and that gives you like more starting money every time somebody signs up underneath your code. That's it's like a big pyramid scheme almost. But yeah, I'm not gonna share mine. My if you want to join this, you can. Don't. I'm not gonna give you my code. I don't want to be, you know, responsible for for you saying, "Oh, you made me buy a game, or you altered my choice." No, this is the real thing. This is what this game is like, and you're gonna get crazy issues like this. My Radian. Let's see. Do I have the Radian thing here? Where's my Radian? I'll have to pop that open later. But yeah, my I guess I could look in here. Open my Radian. No, my Radian stuff is not in here. Just my Radian Master. I have to look and see if there is an update on a driver or something. I just updated drivers on my Radian card, so. Oh, and if you're seeing it, I'll open this up again. This is some of my programs. I had been recently doing some footage of fractal terrains with a combination of Wonder Draft. So taking fractal terrains and creating a world with that, and then you throw it into Wonder Draft, and you can alter it in there quite a bit, or just basically build off that terrain that you import in. It's pretty cool to use that way. ZBrush, Scrivener. Scrivener is a pretty good program for collecting up notes if you want to put all your notes on your computer and work that way. It's for writing books too. Realmworks is excellent software, but it takes a bit of working with to get your Realmworks, like to get your campaign set up. And it does have a feature in it where you can share the map and stuff like that in there. It doesn't have any way of chatting, but I mean, you could use it technically at the tabletop, I guess, if you had a screen to show everybody, the player's screen. That does happen in Realmworks. But like I say, it's a little bit of work it's not a novice kind of thing to work in. It's probably easier for you to go in through Fantasy Grounds and have something set up in there, or just run things with an image viewer of some form and just play the game out of books and do it that way. What else here? Samplitude Pro. I use Samplitude for my music, so I still record and do that stuff. Movie Studio 18. I don't use that anymore. I'm actually gonna get junk that. I've already taken it off of um, my computer. I have moved on to Movie Studio 2022, which is also part of. This is Magic software, Magix. So I use that pretty much for Samplitude, Movie Studio, and there was one more over here. It was Photographic and Graphic Designer 16. That is a really good program if you wanna have a program here that runs kind of like Illustrator. And I actually use this for a lot of my own PDFs that I have out there on the internet. And I do have a lot of PDFs out there, a lot of stuff that you can download and print off using your printer. Stuff like that you can make booklets with of easy little information cards for your NPCs and stuff like that for Traveler and also for Castles and Crusades. And I've got full page sheets with hex paper and a mix of hex paper and grid paper and line paper as well, all kind of portioned together in kind of 3 columns, so you can go ahead and mix and match ideas in there and some prompts in there to put together ideas for your campaign, or your scenario that you're going to put your players through, and it makes it a lot easier using that. Other program, Poser's really good for a drawing aid, so you can pose a character and then use it as a way to paint over and keep the integrity of the anatomy of that character consistent. Affinity Designer is kind of like a photographic design. Affinity Designer also allows you to do isometric kind of stuff too in there, so which is cool. Clip Studio Paint, you guys probably have, since a lot of our overlap with our subscribers, the basic expert, he uses Clip Studio. I've been using Clip Studio for quite some time. I have a map of a starship made in Clip Studio, which was pretty cool. It's actually a modified yacht deck plan, and that's what I made it in, was Clip Studio. And some other programs here that just interesting little ways to use databases and stuff like that. Master Plan and Gridless database. Some of these are works in progress, which are eventually turning into something. They're kind of like mainly beta software, so they're still in beta, and they're going to end up becoming something pretty good in the future, and they're always being worked on. Dungeon Painter Studio, the Basic Expert also likes using this one too. Mythic Archive. This is so far it's turning out to be a cool program, but it needs a bit of work as well too. So, Magic Travels Maps. This is a cool kind of add-on for when you get like Movie Studio or the Photographic Designer. Sometimes they give you the travel maps as well as a freebie. And you can use travel maps to kind of do the Indiana Jones kind of thing. When Indiana Jones travels from one part of the world to the other, so you always see that kind of line going across the world. Well, they have that kind of feature here, so you can import your own map of your fantasy world, and you can do that. You can show the player's party moving from one destination to another just by just by using the Magic's travel map. So that's a cool thing. When I found out about this, I was like, hey, this is interesting. This is a really cool program. So something to think about if you're ever purchasing something from Magix. And Magix does make affordable stuff. The only thing I don't like about Magix is if you aren't using their Steam editions of their programs, if you're using their direct from magix.com, their programs there, they do tend to kind of spam out a little bit. So they give you upgrades, they notify you of upgrades coming up, and they kind of prompt you to upgrade when possible. I do occasionally upgrade, but I do that kind of sparing. I wait for a really, 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 really good sale before I go ahead and boost myself up from, like, say, Movie Studio 2022 to 2024 or whatever's coming out next. So it's got to be really good. Actually, this works very well with my current setup. I've been able to actually create movies, like my videos, a heck of a lot more faster than I used to. So by using this program. So anyways, you guys take care. Thanks for showing up, and if you can, subscribe.